Can Yuta copy Gojo's Limitless? Well, Gege did reveal that others can use the Limitless technique. However, it's extremely difficult to use and requires sophisticated manipulation of curse energy. Thus, Yuta most definitely fits that criteria. The issue lies in the lack of 6 eyes, as this is what allows Gojo to use Limitless properly. But speaking of him, the gang accumulated points in the culling game to create new rules for their plan, and they also had Angel, who had the power to nullify the prison realm. Things were going all too well, as Megami pointed out. That's when disaster struck like a natural calamity. Sukuna used the binding vow on Yuji to take over Megami's body. He then proceeded to give him the worst week of his life by killing his sister and submerging Megami in a Kodaku ritual to weaken his soul. However, Gojo was finally unsealed and agreed to fight Sukuna on December 24th. And I can't go through this again, guys. We all know what happened.
I just can't do it. I can't take this more.
Even Yuta tried to join the fight, but the gang stopped him, as he was their backup plan to be the next Gojo. Plus, there was a decree of honor behind this fight for the title of strongest. Had he joined in, Gojo would not have used his final plan and the unlimited hollow purple. Yuta would have been a hindrance, possibly dying to the blast. But before the grief of losing Gojo, the gang made contingency plans for the worst possible scenario of his defeat. This was to send Takaba to fight Kenjaku, as he has the power to warp reality, where even 1,000 years of his experience would amount to nothing. However, since Takaba doesn't kill, Yuta would be sent to sneak in whilst he is distracted. Therefore, the many curse energy detectors Kenjaku placed around the culling game would not be able to inform him of their movements, especially since Takaba's technique could only be countered if his wish of a comedy manzai show is fulfilled with no distractions. This is where Yuta's promise is finally fulfilled. Despite Kenjaku noticing him in the last moment and attempting to use the anti-gravity curse technique, Yuta was too fast. He dodged this attack before Kenjaku could even activate it and chopped his freaking head off. Keep in mind, Kenjaku is reaching the pinnacle of Jujutsu, being able to cast an open domain, which was described to be like an artist painting a masterpiece not on a canvas but on air. This was stated again in chapter 225, that it's like running the software without the hardware, and it's something impossible that Yuta himself believed. Kenjaku casually tanked a black hole that could destroy the entire planet by using his anti-gravity. But with Yuta's insane potential, it's only a matter of time before he reaches the strongest. How else could he outspeed a man who was diligently looking out for him? As Kenjaku admitted in chapter 239, it showcases that even he knew their fight would be disastrous due to the risk involved. To prove this, Yuki was using an increase of mass to make her punches more dense and powerful. Yet, these attacks were not enough to stop Kenjaku and make him incapacitated, yet somehow, one sneak attack from Yuta had enough attack potency to kill Kenjaku in one hit. After this feat, Gojo's glazing of Yuta by claiming him to be a successor makes a lot more sense now. This is one of the reasons he is the most talented sorcerer of all time, which is only further proven by the fact that Yuta mastered domain expansion in just a year of training, a technique that even Nanami, Meme, and many others were never able to master and are powerful grade 1 sorcerers. We know that domain expansion is like the truest form of curse technique and amplifies an attack into a must hit. I'm telling ya, Yuta's gonna help defeat Sukuna. But to enjoy more peak fiction, you know who's gonna help him? Yuji Itadori. His soul is stronger than Sukuna. So go watch this video on your screen right now to find out how.